Hello all, I hope everything is well with everyone. I have no idea why I'm doing a video. It's Friday night and I'm bored. I've got nothing to really talk about, but I'm waiting on a game to load, so I thought I'd just talk, really. So yeah, for those of you who don't follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I've moved again, but this time to a slightly different location. So I now live in Portugal. It's right. Oh, I've got it. Yeah, basically there it is. There's Portugal. It's actually not been too hot since I've got here. It's been very similar to British weather. It's been raining the last few days. It was a bit warmer today, but it's been raining the last few days, and it's fine. It is what it is. Don't really know any Portuguese still. I did say my first sentence in Portuguese yesterday that someone actually understood. Basically, I went to the cinema and said "Hola." I've forgotten the exact wording, but basically asked for sort of popcorn in Portuguese, and they understood me. Hola, pipoca seguro. I've fucked it up then as well. Hola, pipoca salgado, por favor. Yeah, apparently that is the Portuguese for hello, sorry, popcorn, please. Yeah, so I say apparently they understood me, so I'm going to go with it. I know thank you as well, which is obrigado or obrigada, depending on who you're speaking to, and gender and all that bollocks. Other than that, that's pretty much the extent of my Portuguese you've just heard, and I've been in nearly 3 weeks. On that, it's just, yeah, just life weird. Just I've done weird stuff during my life. It's but this is amongst the strangest. I have no idea why I moved here. I have no idea how long it's going to last for. It's already lasted 2 weeks longer than I thought it would. I moved here for work, just for clarification. I'm now working for, I'm not going to go fully into what they do or who they are. Basically, it's to do with diabetes, which is quite cool. I'm learning something new. I didn't know a lot about diabetes before I started. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I've met quite a few people. It's good for meeting people from different walks of life, really. I've met people from, in my training group, for example, there were 15 to 20 of us originally. There was a few from England, one from France, a few from Germany, a few from Italy. I realised I just made no sense whatsoever while saying that, but basically multinational. Then we got divided off into our groups, and my group specifically is only 4 of us because we're dealing with the American and Canadian markets. So yeah, everyone seems nice enough. Not really got any issues with anyone. Made some good friends. There's a German stroke American girl that I really like. I say German stroke American. When she was asked earlier if she was American, she said yes, even though she's from Germany. But I think it's because she lived in America for a while. But yeah, she's pretty cool. And she's the one, if you've got me on Facebook or Twitter, she's the girl that's appears in a few photos and videos with me. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I like her. There's not really a lot to report, really. Life's been pretty boring the last few months. I left my job at Empire Cinemas. I'm not going to go into why, because I get a feeling if I say what I truly feel, a lot of legal stuff will come my way, and I don't fancy doing that, even though I'm the one that actually quit. Simply because they're like that. I'm going to leave that, really. But yeah, so since left there in mid-March, worked for a company in Sleaford for a few weeks just to tide me over until this job started. I did have a few roles in Leeds, so a few roles in the UK that I was still being considered for at the time, but they all fell through for one reason or another. So yeah, just came with this job in Portugal. It's depending on when you watch this, it's now been it was the 10th today. So if you watch this tomorrow, then it'll be the 11th, and it'll be 7 months since I had my help. In that time, things are getting a bit awkward because it's like one of the things where I'm down to the bit where I only have to. Just for those who aren't aware, this video is now going to get into some really weird detail, including my now at the moment daily routine. That is gonna, if you don't like this sort of thing, I'd recommend leaving the video here now because it's pretty much what I'm going to be talking about for the rest of the time on the video. So last warning, last time. Right, so basically when you go through the op to turn your penis into a vagina, you then have to basically dilate for the rest of your life, which involves, I'm going to show you this will be fun for you, which involves shoving this up you for 10 minutes and then this will you for 10 minutes after that. It's fine. It's one of the things. At first, it's a pain in the ass because you have to do it 3 times a day for the first 6 weeks, and you could go down to twice a day until 6 months. I don't know, I've got the timelines mixed up in my head, but either way, I only have to do this once a day, so I usually leave it to when I'm home from work, usually about this sort of time actually, so I should really get on with this afterwards. But yeah, this becomes less easy at the moment because basically because I had an infection at the time. It caused a lot of scar tissue to develop at the bottom of the vagina. So now anytime I do dilate, it kills at first when I'm first putting the small one in. So yeah, it's not fun. I'm pretty convinced I'm putting on more weight. I haven't actually weighed myself since I got to Portugal, but my diet is never the best when I live by myself. But when I had my up, I was 14 stone. Well, the first time I weighed myself after the up, I was 13 to be more precise. And last time I weighed myself was just before I left England 3 weeks ago, and I was 16.3. I think was the last time I weighed myself. Now, don't get me wrong, some of that was due to literally not being allowed to go to the gym. And then that time passed, and I did go to the gym a few times, but I'm quite a lazy person, really. I've seen a few gyms since I moved here, so I think once I start getting paid properly, because during training you only get half wage, I think I'm going to start going there, because it's one of the things is like I don't really need to lose the weight anymore. It's not like I've got a target to work towards. It's just as it is. I just don't like being this weight anymore. It's like not like hindering me or anything. It's just I don't know, I got used to being thinner. Even though I was only like 14 stone for about 2 months, it's just you get used to it. So the other day, am I reaching them? Oh no, they're all the way over there. I'm not going to go over. I bought myself some rollerblades basically. So I went skating earlier for the first time in probably about a good 5-6 years. And let's put it this way, I decided to be brave and go downhill when I don't really know how to brake on rollerblades. And I'm not going to show you, but let's put it this way, there was quite a big patch on my bum where there was skin, but now there's not. And it's not hurt, well, it's a tiny bit of a sting, but nothing more. Probably avoid having a bath for a few days. But yeah, so going back to transgender related things, other than that, nothing's really changed, really. It's, sorry. It's a friend of mine, her husband recently came out as transgender to their family and really close friends and me, because apparently they started asking me questions this time last week, funny enough. So I just say I'm answering whatever questions I can at the beginning of their journey. So I actually felt nice to be quite useful for once. I said in a blog post recently that I've not really felt that useful for quite a while, and after my up I didn't really know what to do in my life. I felt quite directionless, so that was quite nice just to, it was only a quick conversation, maybe 10-15 minutes, but it was just like, if I'd have had that when I first started coming out to people, like as in like on a large scale, then I think it would have worked out a lot better, at first anyway. Yeah, other than that, it's just getting on with things really. I did go to the beach for the first time the other day since the op, and to be fair, I didn't really go to the beach much before the op either. I think before last Saturday, I want to say. The last time I went to the beach is into actually hang out on the beach, summit sand, go into the ocean and all that shit. Probably looking at 2002 when me and a few friends went to watch Lincoln away at Bournemouth. Oh no, that's 2003, sorry. But other than that, that's probably the last time. I didn't go as far as wearing a female swimsuit because I am a bit conscious about the weight still. So yeah, it's just one of the things. Maybe as time goes on, maybe if I stay in here long term, then maybe eventually I'll get that sort of confidence. I've had a few body confidence issues. I've always been a bit on the larger side in my whole adult life. I'd say 14 stone was comfortably the lowest I've weighed since I was 21. I've spent most of my adult life hovering somewhere between 16 and 18. I did go to 21 at one point. Oh, that was fucking huge. But I didn't realise how huge I was until I saw on the scales. Ow. So my hand just went over where the skin was. So yeah, it's I say 16. I'm sort of used to being this sort of weight, so it's not massive. I just want to get. I do want to be a bit thinner. Hence why I bought the rollerblades, get some exercise in. But yeah, I'm gonna ignore that, get away from that. To be fair, I've got nothing else to really talk about. I just fancy recording a video. So yeah, the only thing that's changed is you can see I've got glasses on. I only got glasses in January. I didn't actually have them before. It's this eye has started going a bit blurry. I noticed it last year when I was going to a football game and I couldn't really read a sign properly distance, and I noticed if I did that, so I kept my right eye open, it was fine, but if I did the other eye, I couldn't really read it at all. So yeah, I went to the opticians like a few months ago and got these. It's fine, it actually works quite well. In the distance it's still a tiny bit blurry, but definitely not as bad as it was. It's amazing what difference it makes. I don't wear them all the time. I mean, I could probably take them off now because I don't have any need for them when I'm just looking at camera. Oh, look at me, it's me in blurry goodness. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this video here, nothing else to really say. If anyone, going back to like what I was talking about like maybe 3 or 4 minutes ago, if anyone is like transgender but hasn't come out to anyone and wants to ask any questions, feel free, send me a message either Facebook, on Twitter, which is kjackson1984, send me a message or just comment below or send me a message on here, whatever. And yeah, we'll go from there. So the time now reading 11 minutes and 15 seconds since I started this video. Goodbye.